staying in Ortisei the last few days and we didn't have a car. So we've just been exploring this area and this town. And then today we picked up our car and we're gonna go explore a little bit more of the Dolomites. So really excited. So this is fun. We picked up a car for the next few days. And online it said you get, you know, an Audi A1 or similar.
This is the or similar.
Yeah, this is or similar, which I don't know that it is similar. This is fun though. We're excited to have a car to drive around in. All right, where are we headed to?
The laundromat first to go get our clothing. We're started laundry this morning, got to go pick it up, most of our clothing. And then we're gonna go across the Great Dolomites Pass. It's either called the Great Dolomites Pass or the Stella Pass. They're both like very close to each other. Going to a little town called Cortina. It's about an hour and 45, 2-hour drive, but it's on a really beautiful pass. So maybe we'll end up there around lunchtime and get some lunch there.
Yeah, and hopefully the sun will stay out because it's supposed to be kind of cloudy weather.
Yeah.
But right now, it seems
right now
nice.
it looks good.
We stopped and got some coffees and hit the bathroom, and the sun is actually starting to come out again, which is really nice, so we can actually see what's around us. The pass we just drove on was rainy and super cloudy, I guess just because it's higher up. Hopefully the sun sticks around for a little bit longer, but everything around here is just so cool and beautiful. We're in Italy, but it seriously feels like we're in Austria because it feels way more Austrian or German here than it does Italian, which is so crazy. Because we're still in Italy, but northern Italy is just not like the rest of Italy. It just
feels like a whole different like culture, and yeah, it really does just feel like a different country. You still talk Italian, speak Italian, talk Italian, speak Italian. They still speak Italian. I don't speak Italian.
They also speak German though, so, and you don't know which one to say or which one to start speaking when you walk up to someone, so you're just like
guessing.
I usually just go, hello, hoping that they're like, oh, hello, I know English. Which is bad, but I don't know German and I don't know Italian, and that's on me. Okay, so we were gonna go eat lunch in Cortina when we got there, but we ended up like stopping a bunch because it's so pretty everywhere here. And so we came across this little refugio and we were like, let's just stop and get lunch there. Obviously the bikers like it, which is always a good sign, I think. So we're gonna go see what they have. We're really hungry. You lock the mini. Nice. We just came down this awesome pass. And so that's where this is. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere, but I think it has really good views from what I can tell.
Very cool motorcycles. Good looking views. I'm so happy it's not raining.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be like really gross weather all day, and it's like actually very pleasant right now.
This is way fancier than we thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, I thought I was expecting like biker bar. Not a biker bar.
Biker bars in the Italian Dolomites are like this.
Serve you this, yeah.
Is it yum?
Oh my gosh, it's so good. Not a bad view for lunch.
It's getting a little cloudy and chilly again though, so we're gonna hop in the car and head back towards our next place that we're staying at. Okay, so this route that we decided to take, we decided to go just a different way from the way that we came up. We didn't realize that we were going to be driving through all these winter towns that are like completely abandoned in the summer apparently. There's nothing open, like we're looking for coffee and we can't find coffee, and there's barely any cars, and it's super quiet, and it's really eerie, and it's something we just like did not know that was gonna happen. Google Maps strikes again.
Saves
we
the day.
Found a place that looks open. 1 and 2 looks good, so we're gonna go there.
Looks like a cafe. They actually serve
Not a bar.
coffee.
Yeah.
Chocolate marmalade. This is a vegan brioche. Normal cappuccino and white double cappuccino.
Double, please.
Double?
American sized? Yes, please.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
This is what we
Hopefully.
look like. So thank you so much.
Follow you.
Have fun. Thank you.
Big-
Nice to meet you.
Big
Thank
American
you so much.
sized coffees. Thank you so much.
Grazie. Ciao.
Ciao.
We didn't catch her name, but if you're watching, thank you so much for our big coffees. That's my favorite thing is like, I don't know, stopping to get a coffee or even just getting lunch, like interacting with people that you meet on the road. It's just really fun. She was talking about how beautiful it is, like the place that she lives, you know? Said we went to Naples and she was like, oh, my parents are from Naples. So she was telling me that she likes the pizza there.
We did
like,
too.
Yeah, we did too. But yeah, it's cool. Yum.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to the Dolomites.
Cheers to the Dolomites.
You can fit through there.
I really.
You have so much room. We saw this really beautiful church from the road and we decided to take a detour since it's actually sunny right now and go try to find it. Okay, we decided to park right here because we saw this really pretty church from the road. We're gonna go find it. I felt like we were sitting in the car all day and we didn't really get out and explore very much. And the sun is out, so I'm like, I feel like this is the right time.
Might not be out tomorrow.
Yeah, it's looking like rain tomorrow. So I was like, we just have to do something fun today. Just in case tomorrow we don't get to do anything very fun. So let's go see what we can find.
Coming around the corner. Should see the church here. Any thicket now?
So basically, as soon as we got up here, the sun went away. But it's still really pretty up here. We just were driving very fast as if we had somewhere we needed to be, and we didn't. So I thought, why not stop and just check it out? And I'm glad we did, because this is, I mean, it's beautiful up here. The view behind me is really beautiful, and then of course the church. And the sun might pop out again, who knows? But I'm just glad that we're, you know, exploring and enjoying it while we can, since tomorrow the weather is probably not going to be very good. This is the kind of thing I like to do, where you just see something that you like and you go, let's go see, let's just go figure it out and explore and see what it's like. And sometimes it's awesome, sometimes it's not, but this one I think it's pretty good. Good morning. We woke up at our little farm stay and we're gonna go get some breakfast and then just drive around and see what we can find. It's really rainy and cloudy like we expected it would be. But I can see the valley and the meadows through the clouds a little bit, so I don't know, we might still be able to see some stuff. So I know my little friend here is very upset for some reason. I don't really know what you want me to do.
This place is really, really cool. We couldn't see like any of it when we got here last night. It's like has this whole like basement area, and then there's several rooms upstairs, and the family who I think runs it lives here. I walked out that way a little bit earlier, and there's kind of like a patio. There's a barn where they have a lot of their equipment for tending their animals and lands a little ways outside of town. I think it's one of the more unique places we've stayed.
So this church that I wanted to go see apparently is very hard to get to, and you have to walk to it. And since it's raining, it's really not the best day to do that. The rain stopped for like a minute, so Colton dropped me off on the side of the road. All right, we had a nice warm meal. It was yummy. What did you get? Goulash?
I got the goulash and speck dumplings.
It was so good. And I got the speck dumpling soup, which is one of our favorite things to get here because it's just warm and yummy. And now we are on our way to Trostburg Castle, which I just found on Google Maps. Seems like a good indoor activity for a rainy day. We made it to the castle. It was a really cool drive up here, and then you turn the corner and you can see the whole thing. Right now we can't see all of it from where we're parked, but we were able to park pretty close. And then we'll just get to walk right up to it. I'm super excited. Okay.
It's raining, let's go!
Okay. It started raining, let's go, come on! Ah! I can see so much rain coming. Ah! Look how big this door is.
The door is gigantic. Oh my gosh.
Okay. So you do have to do a guided tour in order to see the whole castle. We noticed that the tour was starting and we were like, oh, can we join in on the tour? And the lady didn't know any English, and we don't know any German or Italian, and so I felt really bad. And so she said, just come along. You don't have to hear it, but you can see. So we're just following along.
It's very fun.
There's some really nice people on this tour that speak German and English, and they're translating for us, and it's so nice. And I feel like an idiot, but it's okay.
We ended up just having a super fun time going through the castle because of the incredibly nice couple from Germany that we met.
Yeah.
And they were translating for us because the tour guide, who was a very kind little old lady, can only speak German and Italian. We learned that she lives here actually by herself.
Oh, and with the cat, though.
With the
cat's
cat
her best friend.
is her best friend. Even though it was a tour not in our language, we decided to just go for it. It was kind of awkward and weird, but then met a really nice couple and got to see a really cool, beautiful castle.
Yeah, it was awesome. Are you there? Yeah.
One of the 2 residents of the castle.
That was a really funny experience. A lot of times when you're in a foreign country and you don't know any other languages than your own, which is our fault, and frankly, we need to learn some other languages, but it's so cool when people are so nice and welcoming and willing to like help you. Immediately they noticed that we spoke English and that we didn't speak any other languages, and they were like, we'll help you. And we were like, thank you so much. It was awkward at moments, but like, you just kind of have to be brave sometimes, and I don't know.
It made the whole experience though that much more memorable.
Yeah, if we had gone in there and only gone into the museum part, we would have been like, wow, that was a bummer, but we got to see the entire inside of the castle.
Oh, I'm saying even just doing a tour and hearing it secondhand through just like these random people that we met.
Yeah, they gave us all the good stuff.
Yeah, was very funny
Yeah.
and made it more memorable because we're like, met some people and made some friends.
Yeah.
We did learn during the tour that the castle is from the 12th century, so it's very old, and it was actually privately owned until 1967, I believe it was. This was just like somebody's property that they probably lived in up until the 1960s. Then they actually either donated it or sold it to the Italian government so that they could take care of it, because it did become very expensive to kind of maintain. As now people like us get to come and see it and enjoy it and see the history of it.
It's really cool too. Like, there's stuff inside of it that's incredibly old, and they let us touch it, sit on it. I was like, are you sure I can sit in these pews? And he was like, yeah, they're from the 15th century. And I was like, what?
You serious
I
right
don't
now?
think I should be able to touch these.
Yeah.
But it was really cool.
If you're ever looking for a good rainy day activity in the Dolomites, just go visit a castle.
Yeah, honestly, Google castle, and there's so many.
There's
so just
probably
pick one.
there's probably one close to you.
Yeah.
So
It's amazing.
yeah.
Very cool.
Okay. I'm gonna get off now.
Fai la domanda tipo, non so, com'è fare la radio a 64 anni?
Perché tu